have brought my sister in to talk with me about how she has managed to almost completely cure her acne, as you can see on both sides of her face. So we're gonna get started. So the first thing she did was the first sign of trouble that she had was with her gut. 5 years ago or so, she started getting an intolerance to peanut butter. I think it's because she would layer it like this thick of peanut butter on both sides of her bread. Then she would put it together and she would eat it, and this would be like multiple times a day. Sadly, she developed an intolerance to it and could no longer have peanut butter. And she was fine for a while, you know, going about her thing. And then what happened next?
Well, so I used to be able to like eat everything. I wasn't intolerant to anything. And then it's like Ness said, I grew intolerant to the peanut butter. Like I'd get these horrible reactions with my gut. Like I'd need the loo and
like intense pains. Like she would be bent over in pain from it.
So then it moved on to bread was the next thing. I couldn't have a lot of bread.
Gluten. She became gluten intolerant.
So then afterwards, like really, it was around the same time I couldn't have dairy either. Like when I realised it was the gluten that was upsetting my gut. So I kind of cut that out, but then I was still getting these reactions, and I was like, oh, like what is it? Like I can't. So then I thought, oh, well each time I have like cheese or, you know, dairy. I wasn't much of a milk drinker, but I loved cheese.
Like we didn't really like the milk that much. You don't have it in like porridge and stuff, but other than that.
Well, I always liked soy milk better because my brother was dairy intolerant, so I used to just drink his milk because it tasted better. But then I'd have like chocolate and stuff, and then that would react really badly. So then I cut that out, and I was a lot better for a while, like having no dairy, no gluten. Although to be fair, like I would cave a lot, like at parties, and I'd just eat it and be like, screw the world,
custard tarts,
just eat it.
Cream stuff, like
cream and
custard.
Anyways, I'd be eating those at parties, and then I'd get the reaction afterwards because you live and you learn. And I went off sugar because I was getting, so after the reactions happened, then I completely cut sugar out. But I still had fruit, so I had fructose, but I didn't have refined sugar. And that helped a bit, like having no dairy, no gluten, no sugar. I'd be having like these, I make recipes because I'd be having those cravings for sugar. So I'd have like, you know, make these sugar-free, like refined sugar-free recipes. But I'd still be getting the reactions, like my skin started breaking out a lot, so I'd get these really sore, pustule-filled like breakouts.
Cystic acne.
Yeah, on my chin and like more on the side. It wasn't as bad as it was a few months ago. Like a few months ago was when I hit like the worst. I hit the wall. Like it was really, really bad. Like I had acne all over my face. And I'd get like these, I had this horrible reaction. And I put it towards the sweet potato chips because I was having a lot of those. So I'd have my little sweet potato chips, but I was having them like for the 2 months prior, like every weekend. Like I have them all the time because I'd be going out with my friends. But I don't think it was just that, but I think it was just because they can have, like a lot of cafe sweet potato chips have sugar in them.
And other stuff.
And other stuff that, you know, you don't really want to know about.
Like additives.
Yeah, so that was, I think it's preservatives. I think preservatives, because a lot of packaged foods made my skin and my gut react. So I feel like it was the process, the chemicals that they'd add in there, that was what was reacting to my very sensitive gut. I never had acne or pimples or whatever you call them during high school. Like I always had really nice skin. I was really...
very blessed.
But before my gut reaction happened, I had really good skin, so it wasn't triggered by hormones or anything like that, because I knew every time my gut had a reaction, that was when I'd break out. So it built up, I had these gut reactions, and then it led to, like I said, a few months ago. So about March this year, I had like the really severe like breakout. I was like really a hot mess, guys. It wasn't nice.
So we went on the search. So she tried, how many things did you try? You tried apple cider vinegar, like a skin cleanser and a toner.
About March, I started doing like different cleansers because I'll be using the more chemical ones. I was like, no, I'm going to get rid of as many toxins from my body as possible.
Try and heal.
So I switched to a natural cleanser. So I used coconut oil to kind of cleanse my skin. So I'd put that on about twice a day and just leave it on there to sit. You guys, if you want to try it out, don't just leave it on there. Keep it on there for about half an hour and then wipe it off, because it can clog up your pores, especially if you're an oily girl. You have bigger pores, so it's going to clog them up.
And the lauric acid in it is what helps, is like the antibacterial agent, which helps to kill the bacteria in your face. That's why a lot of people tend to use it.
Then I do a toner, which is apple cider vinegar, and I wasn't very good with that. I should have been more strict, but I didn't. I just was like, oh.
Because that's also antibacterial as well.
I did ingest a lot of it, so what I do is I'd have it about every time I'd eat. I'd have it before, but 5 minutes before I drank. So I'd have a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water. So you can't dilute it because it's
very
strong. So then I had the apple cider vinegar. I was having so much of that a day, and then I started having tea tree oil, like the pure essential oil. I didn't get like a mix or whatever. I just had the tea tree oil. I used that because it's an antibacterial. I just literally just got a little cotton ball and just wiped it all over my face to kind of kill the bacteria, and it helped heal up my skin a lot. The only thing was it dried it out no end, like so if you guys are using it, probably do spot treatment. I just like whacked it all over my skin because I just wanted to clear it up as quickly as possible.
To be gone.
Slippery elm, which you get from your local food store, health food stores, and that made the biggest difference, and you'll find out why later on that made the biggest difference for me. But that was what it actually started clearing up my skin a little bit, so that was really helping. So I was taking about a teaspoon of that a day. But then I started talking to my naturopath. She said for me to take MSM, this sulfur powder. So I started with my gut, which is what I was trying to fix up because I knew my skin was related to my gut. So every time my gut would flare up, my skin would flare up. So then one of our family friends her daughter had an issue with gluten, and they went to this Mora therapist, and they told us about it, and they're like, you should probably check one out. My mom and I we researched a Mora therapist around, but she's actually a biorenaissance therapist. The Mora therapy is the type of machine that they use, right? So biorenaissance means body and resonance, because we're all energy, right? So everything it's created is made from a type of energy, and the aura you have is an energy around you. But what the machine does, this biorenaissance machine, is it sends you use one finger, you got to have it resting on these metal plates, and she has a little metal thing that she kind of presses onto your finger, and it sends this message, this energy signal through your body, and it'll return it, and the noise that it makes tells you if you've got it or if you don't. Like if you have, she'll test for bacteria, parasites, like metals, whatever it might be in your system, she'll test for it. She said I had a lot of like parasites in my gut. I had 14 out of the 20 types of candida in my gut. And then she wanted to have a look at my eyes, because with your eyes, you guys can, there's little like in the iris, so the coloured part of your eye, there's little lines like, and mine had these little black kind of shadow edges around them, which said that my gut was really low. It wasn't that my digestive system was really low. It wasn't working properly at all. And she also said my liver function was really badly too. It was really not good as well. Like wasn't good because it was having all the strain on it, put on it, because it was trying to digest all the toxins in my body. Because of all the parasites and bacteria, I had a lot of toxins in my body. So she said that my liver function wasn't great. And the way you tell that is at the top right hand part of your eye. So your right side, the top part of your eye, there's like a colour, discoloration up there. And that tells you how your liver is, because your liver's on the right side. And you can also tell how healthy your kidneys are through your eyes as well, because your kidneys are on both sides. So I went on, she's given me a lot of herbs. I'm taking MSM, I'm taking slippery elm, this herbal concoction that she made. So I found the Mora therapy and taking the slippery elm. Oh, because slippery elm, by the way, the reason why it helped so much was because it kills the parasites. So slippery elm is a great parasite killer. MSM to help boost my sulfur levels, like because I have a lot of, because my digestive system's so low, I'm not actually absorbing any nutrients. So my B levels are low. No matter what I'm doing, it's like just not absorbing it through the gut. So I'm having to take B12 and things
because she can't
through a spray, so it's soaked through my mouth instead of through the gut lining. By the way, I also got this last month, I've gone into a micronutrient diet. Not sponsored.
Both of us. Macronutrients are like protein, carbohydrates. That's macros. That's macros. Micronutrients are like your vitamins, your minerals, nutrients. So like your B12, vitamin A, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and all that. That's your micronutrients. So this plan, which is what Meg and I have been on, basically helps to increase your micronutrient level through what you're eating. So basically on this plan, we've been eating specific foods that are organic, because they're like, some of them are like worse to have conventional, so we've been having the ones that they said to have organic, and then some other ones like which are okay to have conventional. And it's only for a month or so. We're doing the 28-day one. We've had to cut out all processed foods, which is good. I've actually been feeling a lot better because of it, like more energy, less like kind of brain fog, I guess, like where you kind of like
when
forget
you're tired,
and you're tired a lot. And it caters to almost every dietary need.
The thing with the diet plan, it's helped me a lot because it's kind of cleansed those toxins out of my body. But because my body isn't absorbing the nutrients as much, it's not great in a sense. Like, it's helping me because the nutrients that I'm getting, it's absorbed better than what it was before. But my nutrient level's still quite low, so I'm still having to heal my gut up to be able to absorb these good nutrients.
So that's basically Meg's story of how she's almost cured her acne so far. As you can see again, it's so much better. Nothing on her shoulders, nothing on her chest. It's like kind of sort of went
blank
back to the middle. It's like sort of sucking back in again. So it's a good sign that her gut is healing, and I'll do another video once her acne has completely healed, and we'll tell you the process from here until then. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learnt a lot. If you're interested in what she's done, I'll link out all the information in the description below. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Bye!